Hello, William Ann and middle school students. My name is David Huncher and I supervise the English Language Arts curriculum. With me tonight are English Language Arts teachers from Ridge High School that have taught grade 9 either currently or in the past. Over the course of this presentation, we want to spend some time walking you through the English Language Arts course offerings available to you as rising 9th grade students. We'll focus primarily on the two course offerings that meet the graduation requirements, English 9 and Honors English 9. We're going to focus on the differences between Honors English 9 and English 9, as well as the factors to consider when making a decision so that you can leave here with the information that you need to make the best decision for you. Regardless of which course you choose, English 9 or Honors English 9, you should know that both are fantastic choices and they have much in common. Regardless of which course you choose, both courses focus on developing you as a close reader, as an effective communicator, and as a critical thinker. Both courses meet the Common Core standards and prepare you for success in college and your career. If I had to sum up the key differences between these two courses, it has to do with pacing and depth. That is how fast we move and how deep we go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ms. Greer. Some questions that you want to consider when you're deciding which course to take next year include, do you enjoy close reading and essay writing? You might want to think about how you're doing with To Kill a Mockingbird currently, how much you enjoy it, how fun or how well you're doing so far with that. In addition, do you manage time well and do you work independently? Are you curious about literature and its many forms? And how will the demands of this course fit with your curricular and extracurricular schedule next year? So when you're trying to decide if you'd like to take Honors English 9 or English 9, think about your other courses as well and think about what you want to do outside of school hours.
Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Minicozy. I'll be exploring with you the English 9 curriculum. As you can see, it offers a wide range of different genres and time periods from with the literature that we're going to be studying. It goes more thematically in order as opposed to chronological, which is what Honors English 9 does. We start off in the English 9 course with our summer reading, novel observations and annotations. We have a culminating discussion that covers a lot of different aspects of what you understood about the summer reading novel and how others did as well. We then go into dystopian literature circles and we focus on the mentor text of Fahrenheit 451. We then get into the abridged prose version of the Odyssey, the epic Greek poem. We then jump to the Holocaust memoir Night and further that with a memoir literature circle unit. We explore Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. We then get into Of Mice and Men and as using that as the mentor text of our historical fiction unit. And then we get into a literature circle to accompany that novel. We read the Greek drama tragedy Antigone. We get into speeches later on in the year and it culminates with a culminating writing reflection project, which allows you to sort of demonstrate your growth as a writer and as a student after exploring, reading, analyzing, and writing about these different works.
The Honors English 9 curriculum has many of the same texts as the English 9 curriculum with some additions. So we also start the year with summer reading. Then we read Antigone, followed by the Odyssey. We read the unabridged version of this poem. Then we read Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, followed by Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Then we read two books about the Holocaust, Night and Mouse, followed by a separate piece. Then we read lit circle novels based on several contemporary works. And then throughout the year, we read assorted poetry and literary criticism within the various units as they correspond to the main texts.
All right, so to further explore the differences between the two courses, one thing we can look at is how each course tackles and studies the Odyssey. If you take English 9, you will study the abridged prose, focusing just on books 9 to 13 and the adventures of Odysseus himself. You look at comprehension and literary analysis within those books and how they impact Odysseus and the secondary characters. Speaking of characters, we look at and emphasize characterization, and we look at various allusions in contemporary poetry and connect those to the work from Homer. And we do some extensive writing activities to sort of apply what you learned about the abridged version to a writing assignment. Switching now to the Honors English 9 course, you look at the full unabridged text, books 1 to 24. And not so much plot, we also look at more literary and rhetorical analysis that Homer gets into, because with this, you're not just focusing on Odysseus and his journey, but there are secondary adventures involving his son Telemachus and what his wife Penelope is going through at home while her husband and her son are now away on their adventures in dealing with the suitors that have now occupied Ithaca. We look at the hero's journey, and as a secondary text, we look at Campbell's Power of Myth, exploring different things that heroes have gone through in other genres and compare those to Odysseus. We explore culture codes in Greek culture and how they're displayed in the unabridged epic poem. We also focus on the epic hero traits that Odysseus demonstrates, and also the epic poem and poetry traits that Homer uses as an author to tell this story. We emphasize and focus on the hero's journey as well.
To continue explaining the difference between English 9 and Honors English 9, we'll just talk in a little bit of a general overview now. For English 9, some independent work is required. Students who earn an A- or better can move into honors their sophomore year. So if you do well and you enjoy English 9 and you'd like a challenge sophomore year, you have the opportunity to take honors American literature sophomore year if you earn an A- or better. In addition, teachers understand that if you're taking the English 9 course, that not everyone enjoys reading and analyzing literature or exploring the historical context.
My name is Ms. Papanikolaou, and I'm here to talk a little bit more about Honors English 9. So as Ms. Greer just introduced, English 9 and Honors English 9 do have quite a lot of overlap and similarity. Honors English 9 just will delve deeper into some of those aforementioned topics, such as historical content and analysis. There is also going to be a bigger emphasis on independent work, perhaps more reading and writing at home on a nightly basis. And this is because we do begin on the track to prepare students for future honors courses as well as AP level courses. So again, if you're looking to take Honors English 9, teachers are going to be assuming that you enjoy reading literature, but also are enjoying the academic aspect of literature, writing essays about what it is that you're reading, and obviously delving a little bit deeper than plot and surface level analysis, and really delving deep to see some of those themes and connections and text to world, text to self, and text to history generalization.
So you might be asking, what's the criteria for entering into Honors English 9? So here it is for you. In order to be eligible for Honors English 9, you need to have a final average of A- or better in English 8 and Language Arts 8. So a final grade of both of those in both of those courses. Up until now, we've spent our time focusing on the two courses that meet the graduation requirements. But I do want to spend a few moments talking about the elective courses in the English Language Arts Department that are available to you as rising freshmen. They will also be available to you all 4 years of high school, but we should go through these courses now that are available to you as freshmen. One is the semester elective creative writing. If you enjoy creating your own poetry, your own short stories, your own plays, this would be a fantastic course for you. Or if you're interested in writing creatively and developing that capacity, this would be a fantastic course for you. The elective communication for classroom, college, and career is a fantastic elective as well. We tend to see more sophomores through seniors take this course, but it is available to you as a freshman at Ridge High School. This elective focuses on how you are communicating, not just through the written word, through essays, but also through emails, through any kind of correspondence, as well as your communication, how you carry yourself in presentations for the classroom, or perhaps in a job interview, or perhaps in an interview for college. So it's communication in all its forms. And we've gotten a lot of very positive feedback about this course. The third elective that is available to you is forensic speaking. Now, this course focuses primarily on public speaking, whether it's in the form of debate, or maybe it is a dramatic presentation or a dramatic reading of a piece of text. But all of these, you would have a wonderful opportunity to develop those that skill set. You may be interested in this course because you want to find out more about the forensic extracurricular program that we have, or perhaps the forensics extracurricular program doesn't fit into your after-school schedule, but you'd still like this experience. This could be another way to get that forensic speaking experience without necessarily having to join the forensics team at Ridge. So this kind of concludes our presentation. We've walked you through the 2 courses that meet the graduation requirements and talked about some of their similarities and differences. We've shared with you the elective offerings that are available to you as a rising freshman. So now, as a way to sort of close out this presentation, let's talk about some next steps for you. You might consider downloading the handout that's linked to this slide deck, which presents on a 1-page printable Google Doc the differences between the 2 courses that meet the graduation requirements, English 9 and Honors English 9. The other thing that we strongly encourage you to do is to reach out to your English 8 teacher and your Language Arts 8 teacher and get their input. And ask them, well, what do you see as sort of, the appropriate challenge for me going into Ridge High School? They are your teacher, and they would welcome giving you that kind of input. So I encourage you to reach out to your English teachers for their input. So some information about us, the people on this presentation, their names are listed here. If you do have further questions, please don't hesitate to email me. My email is at the bottom of the screen. I'm David Huncher, and my phone number is listed there as well. So thank you so much, and welcome to Ridge.